Mr. Larson is recognized to strike the last word.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank the sponsors of this very important legislation, including my colleague, Mr. Thompson. I support the legislation considered today, and I hope that we can build on our work in the future to provide additional relief where it's needed, specifically as it relates to casualty loss deduction. Tens of thousands of homeowners in my district, Ranking Member Neal's, Joe Courtney's, in the Northeast are dealing with this unique issue that threatens their homes and, frankly, their finances as well. These homeowners, through no fault of their own, are dealing with crumbling home foundations. Unbeknownst to them, the concrete used in those foundations contain pyrrhotite, which we now know crumbles over time and pressure. Now they are dealing with exorbitant bills to replace their foundations. In 2017, we worked with the IRS to confirm that these costs were eligible to use the casualty loss deduction. Unfortunately, despite longstanding policy that allowed any qualified homeowner to use the deduction, it is currently and temporarily limited to damages incurred under a presidentially declared disaster. While this is especially harmful to those impacted by crumbling foundations, this limitation bars individuals from every part of the country from getting needed relief simply because their significant loss occurred outside of a presidential declared disaster. I want to commend again Representatives Crenshaw, Rogers, and Brownlee, who have introduced bipartisan legislation along with Mr. Courtney, to restore the full casualty loss deduction and allow every American the opportunity to recover from this disaster. Mr. Chairman, I indulge upon you and thank you again, and hope as the committee continues its work on disaster relief, we can work together with you on this bipartisan policy.
I thank the gentleman for his comments, and I certainly understand the interest in helping constituents to get back on their feet. That's what we all want to do, and be happy to work with you to try to find a path forward.
I thank you, Mr. Chairman, and with that, I yield back my time.
Good morning, friends. I have big news to share with you today. There are new state stimulus checks that are scheduled to be deposited in just a few weeks. Officials have released updated payment schedules for the bonus payments, and qualified households will be eligible to receive as much as $1,000. But some critics say that inflation relief should be provided to residents in a different way. My dearest friends, please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video. Also, to say thank you for being part of this community, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. The state of Virginia is sending out tax rebate checks to qualified residents just days before the state's 2023 General Assembly elections. In September, Republican Governor Glenn Youngkin signed the state budget into law. Included in that budget was a one-time tax rebate for individuals and married Virginia residents who filed their 2022 income tax returns and had a tax liability. Qualified residents received $200 if they filed individually, and up to $400 if they filed joint returns. On October 25th, more than a month and a half, the bill was signed into law. Residents of Virginia started receiving their rebate checks. And every day this week, the checks have been continuing to arrive to homes across the Commonwealth. Governor Youngkin said at an event last week in Arlington that the rebate checks are being processed in order in which residents filed their taxes. The checks, according to Virginia residents who have received them in the mail, are being sent with a note that specifically credits Governor Youngkin for the money, telling the taxpayers they are receiving this rebate because Governor Glenn Youngkin recently signed a bill passed by the 2023 Virginia General Assembly. Youngkin's office says the Commonwealth anticipates issuing most rebates by the end of November. when all 140 seats in the General Assembly are up for grabs, and when Governor Youngkin is hoping for a big Republican win. Democrats are suggesting the timing of the rebates is political in nature. Virginia House Democratic leader Don Scott wrote to NBC News in a statement, "Am I supposed to be surprised that these checks are coming out the week before the election?" Currently, Governor Youngkin is not up for re-election, but Republicans are hoping to win back the state Senate from Democrats and hang on to their majority in the state House of Delegates. Tax rebates are coming soon to Alabama taxpayers. In a news release, Governor Kay Ivey reminded citizens that the one-time tax rebates will start rolling out on December 1st. The rebates are the governor's plan to return part of the state's budget surplus back to taxpayers. The rebates will be $150 for singles, head of family, and $300 for married filing joint returns. The rebates will be issued to all qualified taxpayers by direct deposit or by paper check. Gasoline prices are also on a downward trend, falling below a national average of $3.50 per gallon for the first time since February of this year. The average price of gasoline sat at $3.45 per gallon on Thursday. That is down 36 cents from 1 month ago. Andy Lipow, president of Lipow Oil Associates, told Yahoo Finance, "I expect that gasoline prices will continue to fall another 5 cents to 10 cents over the next week. Seasonally, demand is falling at the same time that refiners are returning from maintenance and boosting supply. Even California, who pays the most out of any state, have seen their driving fuel costs decrease by 85 cents over the last 30 days to a state average of $5.21 per gallon. The move downward is expected to continue into the winter months. The declines come in spite of recent volatility in the oil markets, as crude futures trade in the low to mid-80s range." Andrew Gross, spokesperson for AAA, told Yahoo Finance, "We expect gas prices to maintain this steady, if glacial, daily decline until the end of the year. As the 2024 presidential election approaches, the U.S. economy is on voters' minds, and the prices at the gas pumps could play a major role in determining the next president of the United States." So, dear friends, what are your thoughts on the current state of our economy? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Well, my magnificent and most marvelous friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. My dear friends, thank you very much for being part of this community. Every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you, dearest friends, and have a wonderful and very blessed weekend.